Yo, first and foremost, pay attention to the matchmaking. You are top tier in a tank that has stealth, vision and mobility. You are in the standard B in Glacier. There's no one else that can challenge you in the middle. Go to the middle. If you have any kind of turret armor and a little bit of gun depression, you can use this position now. If you're here for the first time, you've already picked up your first tip. Remember to subscribe, consider turning on your notifications and give this video a like, because I hope you've learned something already. Now here, this position, you can absolutely dominate. All you need is a little bit of turret armor, a bit of vision. If you have optics like I do in this tank, you're going to be able to get the early shots across the map. Just like that, I'm going to get 2 free shots on this guy, and he's the top. Is he in IS3? Well, anyway, he's a heavy tank and I already caught him with his pants down. I bounced another shot there, but that's okay. Now, there's artillery in this game, but there's only 1 artillery. If there was 3 artillery in this position, you could get peppered by artillery and it could hurt you real bad. So you need to be using your mobility here a little bit. Don't be too predictable going into the same positions all the time. Now what I've decided to do is just flex here and see if I can peek over, use my little bit of gun depression that I have in this tank, which is 10 degrees. 10 degrees is great on the Glacier map down in the middle. Now this is the standard B, of course, and I'll talk to you a little bit about this tank. 268 penetration on its standard shells, 268. The only thing that has better penetration than this tank is probably the Leopard PTA. Now think about it this way, the standard shells penetration 268 is actually better than the Batchat AP and the M46 pattern premium shells. Think about that. So this tank is fairly cheap to run because you can fire just those standard shells most of the time. Now I made a mistake here. Why? Because I should have gone a little bit. I should have gone dark before I decided to take on this tank. Instead, I took 2 shots, one from the SU and one from the Progetto, for making this mistake, and this mistake is going to come back to haunt me later. Why? Because it's going to deny me a little bit of damage later on, because I'm too scared to push forward because I have low HP. So it's really important when you're early in the game, you want to save up your HP. Keep it for the late game, so that you can, trade your HP for a little bit of HP, and not early in the game when you're trading your HP for a little bit of HP. Now I'm less than half HP. That's not good HP, right? So keep that in mind. Try to conserve your HP for the late game. I made a little bit of mistake there. It denied me a little bit of opportunity later on in the game, but I suppose that's okay. Now the standard B is one of those kind of tanks that if you didn't get the memo already, tier 9 meta is one of the best, is one of the best, if not the best tiers to play at the moment in World of Tanks, at least until they fix the tier 10 matchmakings and match up the tanks better that way to give the players a better experience. Right now, in my opinion, I think tier 9s are the best tiers to play, just because all the tanks are competitive and they're kind of fun to play. Some of the tanks include, of course, the Batchat AP, the Skoda T50, the Leopard PTA, even the Centurion, the Patton, the 430, the T54, the T54 lightweight. A lot of tanks in tier 9 that are actually fun and nice to play. And remember, in this game, stealth, vision, mobility. That's what we're using to dominate on this map. We're using a lot of our vision and mobility to flex around the map, to spot people with their pants down, to spot people before they can spot us and react. And before this guy could do anything, I've already almost taken off almost more than half his HP, I suppose. So that is what you need to do when you are in a tank with mobility. Use that mobility. You have vision because I'm running optics on this tank, so I can spot people out easily. I am top tier. No one has as much vision as I do unless they're a light tank or something. So I have a vision, I have mobility. Now if you have camo camo skilled crews and camouflage paint, you can get your camouflage rating up there quite high, and this tank has a little bit of stealth as well. So make use of your stealth vision and mobility, flex around the map. Remember, this is an auto reloader. That means it's continuously reloading even after you fire. And as I was mentioning earlier, the standard shells are APCR with 268 penetration, which means also shell velocity is absolutely phenomenal, 1450 meters per second. Very high shell velocity, just like the Leopard PTA and the Centurion 7.1, 1480 shell velocity, really fast shells, which means it shoots like a laser beam. The Skoda T50 also has 1400 shell velocity, so that's really good for, you know, APCR shells. When you're firing APCR shells, you're just going to be like laser-like accuracy. Now the only thing is, this thing takes a little bit of time to aim. It's not like the fastest aim time. Of course, the quickest aim time you're getting out there is from the PTA. This has the aim time of something like a Skoda T50, something in the 2.2 seconds. The dispersion is 0.34, which is almost, which is exactly like a Skoda T50 dispersion. The Leopard is 0.30, which is a lot better than this tank, but the moving dispersions is comparable to a Leopard PTA. That means moving dispersions means when you're wiggling your hull, when you're turning your turret and moving it around, when you poke out of a corner, you will be able to hit your targets because the moving dispersions are only 0.15, exactly like a Leopard PTA. So you can imagine the kind of gun handling like a Leopard PTA when you're wiggling and moving around forwards and backwards, poking out of corners, poking out of terrain. Yeah, so that's the kind of accuracy and gun handling that you can expect from a standard B, almost like a Leopard PTA, except when it's stationary, it's not as accurate as a Leopard PTA. It takes a little bit longer to aim because of the dispersion and the aim time. But other than that, you're getting the mobility exactly the same as a Backchat AP, as a Skoda T50, as a Leopard PTA. Of course, the standard B is on the exact same platform as the Leopard PTA, so you can expect it to handle exactly like a Leopard PTA in terms of mobility. Now, here's what I was talking about. I have no more HP left. I am a one-shot. Now, right now, there are 3 more tanks available for us to shoot. I could have been more aggressive. I could have gone in, traded some of my HP to get some damage here, but instead, as soon as I get spotted or proxy spotted, I back off and I don't take the risk because I'm one shot. And yeah, if I had conserved my HP a little bit when I was, trying to knock out that Progetto 46, I could have saved my HP for this end game here where there are 3 tanks, and I could have gotten all the damage here for myself. I could have traded maybe one shot, and I could have possibly clipped that guy out, or at least landed 2 shots on him, and probably got more damage in this game than I do right now. So that's my advice. That was the mistake that I made earlier on, trading my HP for that Progetto 46, which was totally not worth it. But anyway, I had a good game in this tank. I hope you enjoyed this video and took some information and learned something about the standard B, and hope you are grinding towards it. Now, if you made it this far and if you liked the video, please consider giving this video a like. It does help out my channel a lot, and let me thank you in advance for it. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.